I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife? What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends. Mark. And your son.
Get out! Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Listen, you help me, I can help you. Just looking for some give and take? I'll start. Take this.
You want to trudge up my pain again? For a little serum? What's worse is, I'm gonna let you. I'm desperate, and you're taking advantage.
The son Scott and I had was everything to me. The only thing I had while Scott worked and worked. Just doling out all his love into his research. Not for some greater good, but for his own ego. All he cared about was being seen as a hero in abundance. And all the while, his son was mutating. When Scott finally realized it, it was too much for him. He snapped. Wanted us to hide our kid. Then threw himself even deeper into his damned work. Mark was one of our friends. When he found out what was happening, he tried to make my stupid genius of a husband leave his research. Scott knew better, though, of course. Then our son got arrested and taken away with the other mutants. Scott just kept going. So convinced he could find a cure. So convinced he even finally managed to get Mark to buy into it all. And the two went away for a long time. I don't know where. I just knew I was done. So I filed for divorce. And he came back empty-handed and to an empty home. Later, I heard Mark disappeared too. He was probably looking for a cure to satisfy Scott's inability to just let it go. But I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I lost my son and my husband. And now I take petty sums of serum to relive it all again. Please. Please, just leave me alone now.
Hell, I can feel for what the old man's been. Come on, guys, I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. Terrible thing. Breaks couples up, you know. Stress of never being able to have kids again.
Why never again?
Because they sterilize families who've had a mutant to make sure they don't have no more.
It's sad, but it's the only way to protect our own kind. At least now I understand why the professor's so...
Mr. Manser, the sight of your face has started to give...
I can't give you the cargo you wanted. Sorry.
You're sorry? You are. Not half as sorry as I am. I thought we could collaborate, Manser. Had high hopes, but your lack of execution reveals yet another army dog. How disappointing. I am afraid your loyalty is very much misplaced. A couple slum merchants seem to be facing some mild forgetfulness on the issue of protection serum. I'd love it if you perhaps help jog their memories for me.
Can do.
I'm going to send some company along with you to lend a gentle hand, to make sure that the lessons learned and the payment, preferably in serum, finds my hungry little hands by day's end, whether they want to pay or not.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Hey there.
Officer, hello! What can I do for the fine officer today? Check out my merchandise. I have everything you need.
You've been falling a little behind on your payments lately, huh? You know damn well if you want your shop protected, it comes with a price.
Yes, no, I know. Of course, it slipped my mind. My apologies. Here's everything I owe. I'm so sorry. Again.
Hey there.
Officer, hello! What?
Officer! Officer! I need to talk to you! I'm sorry to bother you, officer, but I have important information about the Vori and their illegal activities.
What kind of information?
I've worked for the mob. For months, I was put in charge of laundering the serum, but I can't do it anymore. The pressure put on me, the fear of getting caught. So, I have decided to tell the authorities anything they may want to know about the Vori's operations. Give them any evidence they need. But I'm scared, officer, for my life. I just need an escort to see the investigators. Can you help me out?
Let me think about it.
Of course. Sure. I need time to grab some documents the investigators will want to see. In the meantime, I'll just pray you'll agree to pick me up tomorrow?
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it, but I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad but beautiful story, isn't it? I'm gonna think about all this. Thank you again.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
You just don't talk like the rest.
I drive a Rover. I don't sit around sipping brightly colored drinks with brainiacs talking about the philosophies of life. You don't like the way I talk? Take a number and shove it up your educated ass. Take any one of them uppity shits and put them in a Rover, driving through sandstorms and seeing crazy shit every fucking day, and tell me they won't start talking a little more colorfully.
Easy, killer. I'm not judging you. Doesn't bother me. I was just saying.
You were a fucking rogue before, so unless the army made you soft and... Sorry. Just a little defensive. Hear that shit a lot.
I know you're coming to get me, but I've got protection now. Hired them myself. I'm sick of getting pushed around, extorted, by you or anyone else.
Damn shame. If you were a little more reasonable, it might not have come to this.
Hey, no! Don't hurt me. I'm just trying to defend my business. Please, here, take my serum.
You want to defend your business? Then pay when you're told. That simple. But no, you wanted to hire a little muscle to fight back. That was dumb. That was very, very dumb. And it's gonna cost you. Break him. Make him an example for the others.
Sorry, nothing personal.
Hello there! Hello there! Feel free...
Good day. Care for some merchandise? Good day. Care for...
Mr. Manser, the sight of your face has started to give me up.
Little word of warning. It may be time to clean house, Rogue. Seems one of your associates got a case of conscience and decided he wants to have a talk with the authorities about you.
Conscience? What an awful word. And a more awful disease to contract. I should send some men to help, you know, ease his burden. Very civil of you, Manser. A deed that won't soon go forgotten.
Here's your serum.
Well done, my friend. We are friends, aren't we? Your reputation's well earned, violent and efficient. Here's a little something for your troubles. Not that violence is the best policy, but, well, sometimes violence is the only policy that's effective. I appreciate your willingness to enforce it. Care to use your rank to help me again? One of the opposition's contacts is waiting for delivery. I didn't want to press too hard by assigning you to something so trivial until the merchandise got confiscated by a guard. You'll find the contraband hidden in the barracks. You know the place intimately, I'm sure, so I'm counting on you making sure that this withdrawal gets to our client discreetly.
Nothing's ever that easy. But I'll see what I can do. I gotta go.
Then go.